What would happen if each Mario Kart game in the main series got the booster course pass? Let's start with Super Mario Kart, the very first Mario Kart game. Now, obviously, there were no courses that precede the game as this was the first one. So what we're going to do is just replicate the same courses, duplicate all the courses. 4 new cups we have added. Start off with Mario Circuit 5, Donut Plains 4, Ghost Valley 4, Bowser Castle 4, Mario Circuit 6, and you get the drill. We're just copying and pasting the exact same game and just adding different numbers. I think we can move on from here. Mario Kart 64 is going to be a little bit different, and by that I just mean it's going to include 16 of the 20 Super Mario Kart tracks. And what are the 4 tracks that are going to be left out? It's going to be Donut Plains 3, Ghost Valley 3, Bowser Castle 3, and Mario Circuit 4. All the other tracks from Super Mario Kart will be included in Mario Kart 64's booster course pass. Next up, this one is a pretty easy one, Mario Kart Super Circuit. This game actually already has a booster course pass, if you can believe it, because all 20 Super Mario Kart tracks are in Mario Kart Super Circuit. And we can't really do a booster course pass for Mario Kart Super Circuit because if you include the Super Nintendo tracks, then that game has 40 tracks. And the point with a booster course pass is that you double the amount of tracks a game has to offer. And at this point in the game, with Mario Kart Super Circuit being only the 3rd entry, we would not have nearly enough tracks to fill out 40 new tracks. So I'm just going to cop out here and say Super Mario Kart's retro tracks in Mario Kart Super Circuit has considered itself to be the booster course pass. Next up, we have Mario Kart Double Dash, and this is where things start to get a little bit more interesting. We can actually decide what courses to include and which ones to leave out. And by that, I mean we have our same 4 cups, the Shell Cup, the Banana Cup, the Leaf Cup, and the Lightning Cup, and we have 3 games to choose from, Super Mario Kart 64 and Super Circuit. And my strategy for this is to include 8 Nintendo 64 tracks, 6 Game Boy Advance tracks, and 2 SNES tracks. Why so few SNES tracks? Well, because they pretty much dominated the booster course pass up until this point, so I think it's time for some other courses to shine. What we're going to start off with is the Nintendo 64 tracks. We have Luigi Raceway, Koopa Troopa Beach, Toad's Turnpike, Choco Mountain, Wario Raceway, Bowser's Castle, Yoshi Valley, and Rainbow Road. And then the GBA tracks, we have Riverside Park, Boo Lake, Cheeseland, Sunset Wilds, Ribbon Road, and GBA Rainbow Road. And then the 2 Super Nintendo tracks, I will include Mario Circuit 2 and SNES Rainbow Road. That will fill out Mario Kart Double Dash's booster course pass. Now, as you can see, we got through those first 4 games relatively quickly, but now the last 3 are going to be a little bit trickier just because they have 32 tracks to work with. And therefore, we have 8 cups. We need to add 8 more cups because, like I said earlier, the booster course pass's whole point is to double the amount of tracks that are originally in the game. So Mario Kart DS has 32 tracks, and we are going to double it to 64. These are the tracks that will be included. I will be using the same method as Mario Kart DS uses for its retro tracks by having one SNES up top, then N64, then GBA, then GCN, all the way down, and there will be an even amount of tracks for each cup in the game of the booster course pass for Mario Kart DS. Starting off with the Egg Cup, we have Bowser Castle 1, Luigi Raceway, Shy Guy Beach, and Dry Desert. Not too bad so far. The Bell Cup has Koopa Beach 1, Calamari Desert, Mario Circuit, and Daisy Cruiser. Next up, the Golden Dash Cup, we have Ghost Valley 2, Mario Raceway, Cheap Cheap Island, and Waluigi Stadium. Pretty good so far. And the Lucky Cat Cup has SNES Mario Circuit 2, Wario Stadium, Yoshi Desert, and Mushroom City. Starting out with the Turnip Cup, we have Vanilla Lake 1, Sherbet Land, Snowland, and Sherbet Land, the GameCube version. Next up, the Propeller Cup, we have Bowser Castle 2, N64 Bowser's Castle, Bowser Castle 4, and GCN Bowser's Castles, a very Bowser Castle filled cup. Then the Rock Cup, we have Donut Plains 3, DK's Jungle Parkway, Lakeside Park, and Dino Jungle. And finally, the Moon Cup. You know what this is going to consist of. Rainbow Road, Rainbow Road, Rainbow Road, and Rainbow Road. You gotta love it. Next up is Mario Kart Wii. And the interesting thing about this game is that this game has custom tracks. If you have CTGP in your Wii, you can have access to 200 plus custom tracks, which is absolutely insane. So I'm going to include just a few of those custom tracks into this booster course pass. Besides these new tracks, everything else is going to stay relatively the same. We're going to start off with the Egg Cup here, and we have Baby Park, Koopa Troopa Beach, Choco Island 1, and Luigi's Mansion. Not too shabby. For the Bell Cup, we're just going straight into it. We have Frappe Snowland, Mushroom Bridge, Shroom Ridge, and Delfino Island. That's right, the custom track from Mario Kart Wii. A very old one, but still a good one. Next up in the Golden Dash Cup, we're starting off with the custom track Autumn Leaves Way. Then we have DS Mario Circuit, then Daisy Cruiser, then GBA Luigi Circuit. In the Lucky Cat Cup, we have DS DK Pass, then another custom track, Glimmer Express Trains. This one's a fun one. It's a long one, but it's still really fun. Then we have Royal Raceway and GCN Sherbet Land. Next up is the Turnip Cup. We have DS TikTok Clock, then Yoshi Circuit, then Vanilla Lake 2 from Super Mario Kart, and then a new custom track, New Moon Manor. It's a couple years old, but man, when this first came out, it still holds up really well. A fantastic custom track. Then the Propeller Cup, we have Broken Pier, Airship Fortress, another custom track, an original custom track, an OG, Incendia Castle. That track is insane. And then we have Mushroom City. The Rock Cup, we have Wario Coliseum, SNES Rainbow Road, DS Bowser Castle, and N64 Rainbow Road. Finally, rounding off the Moon Cup, we have Lunar Lights, a custom track, a couple years old, a short one, but it is fantastic. It's really fun to race on. Then Rainbow Road, and Rainbow Road. Just all the Rainbow Roads. That's how it's going to go. And now finally, we are here at Mario Kart 7. It's going to have the same formula as Wii and DS. 8 cups it has originally, so its Booster Course Pass is going to have 8 cups as well. Mario Kart 7 does have some custom tracks, and I'm going to include some of them into this Booster Course Pass now. We'll start things off with the Egg Cup Wii Mario Circuit, Figure 8 Circuit, Moo Moo Farm, and Concord Town. In the Bell Cup, there's Cheap Cheap Beach, Toad's Factory, Stargaze Summit, and then Mario Circuit from the GameCube. Next up is the Golden Dash Cup, Mario Raceway, Mario Circuit 4, a track that is yet to be remade, then Wii Daisy Circuit, and then Delfino Square. Next up is the Lucky Cat Cup. We have Peach Gardens, Melody Sanctum. This game already has Music Park. Why not give it another? Melody Sanctum. Then Wario Stadium, and then Wii DK Summit. Next is the Turnip Cup, Wario's Gold Mine, DK Mountain, Wario Stadium, and then Yoshi Valley. 3 more cups to go. We have the Propeller Cup, GBA Bowser Castle 4, Wii Bowser's Castle, a custom track, Dragon Burial Grounds. This one is madness. And then rounding off the Propeller Cup, GCN Bowser's Castle. Next up, we have the Rock Cup, our last custom track I'll be showing you guys, Castle of Time. This one is also a really long one. It's pretty dark, but wow, this one is insane. Then we have Ghost Valley 3, keeping up with the dark theme. Then we have Dry Ruins, so much for that. And then we end up with N64 Rainbow Road. And finally, the Moon Cup. We have GBA Rainbow Road, GCN Rainbow Road, DS Rainbow Road, and Wii Rainbow Road. If you remember, in Mario Kart 7, SNES Rainbow Road is already a retro track in here, so there's no need to include it in the Booster Course Pass. That is insane. I just created a Booster Course Pass for every Mario Kart game, well, except Super Circuit, because it already has one technically. But what do you guys think? Would you guys agree with me, especially on the last 2 or 3 games? What do you think the right Booster Course Pass would be if it came out in the older games? Are you excited for the upcoming waves of this Mario Kart 8 Booster Course Pass? Either way, subscribe for more Booster Course Pass content and obviously a lot more gaming, Nintendo content. I will see you guys next time.